it's Bailey coming at you again. Lincoln's Lectures Podcast. We're at Southtown. This is awesome because this is Mr. Kevin Redford that dreamed up all this, and wow, that's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. You know, it's going pretty well. I think beyond what we'd ever hoped or imagined, for sure. You know,
I still have a hard time defining what it is to people that have never had the chance to be out here, and I always have. So when I started the show, I wanted to bridge the gap between what I did and then also what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
With the last show, it was all local music, and I was like, how do I incorporate both worlds, basically?
Sure.
And so now I forgot though. Now I've just not even tried to ignore it, and I gave Dump has their own page on the website.
Awesome.
And it just says support local music. You click support local music, it shows the episode that we've had. I've started every show since the inception with a clip from a band, and then I finally just said, hey, this is a local band, you can get it wherever. And then I was just like, screw it, it's Dump. So you can get it at Dump. So I'm doing everything I can to highlight one part of this, but even when I do that, it's impossible to capture everything. And I would hate for someone that listens to the show to think, oh, he's focusing too much in Southtown. But if anyone were to come down here, they would understand that it's impossible to focus too much on Southtown because you have your own. You're getting your own organic garden, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, there's stuff for everybody. I mean, and it's like of the people, you know. And I think this kind of music's a type of folk music. You know, it's not a. It's a pretty set form. You know, it's like blues. I mean, blues has been around for 80, 90, whatever years. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to reinvent blues, you know, and you can't really reinvent punk. Or whatever, like the underground punk umbrella, whatever, like this nebulous thing. But you can sure own it, make it your own. And so I think it's always been like the people expressing how they're feeling, you know. Even if I don't necessarily agree with what they're saying, it's like, that wasn't the point. The point was to sort of let people where they're at and sort of do it, you know. And so those meta ideas kind of work. I mean, like, they work out by showing up and doing it day by day. They don't work out by being really abstract on the internet or something impersonal. It's like you create a community and you community build, you know, culture build. So it was more about that, building a culture. And not that it came out of the blue. I mean, like, there's been a punk culture in Springfield and underground music culture, you know, forever. You know, we didn't reinvent the wheel with that. We just sort of owned it and made it our own, like I was saying earlier. So
what up, boss? You can do the rock fist, but we're periscoping. You want to say hello?
Hello.
Hello. You playing 8 bands too? Are you gonna play 3 shows tonight?
I already played one, and I've only got one left. So
good.
Keeping it.
So,
I'm
Miles, really? It's like that about it? That's fine. I'll throw you under the bus. That's fine. But don't do that because I don't know if it's gonna.
That's a one.
It might fall. It might fall over. All right.
Yeah.
So.
This is life's in that.
What do you feel the next step for the entity is? The umbrella. I've heard a lot about the skate park. Is that still an idea? Is it still?
Collins thing?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. That's more Collins kicking. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're going to go ahead and do that. I mean, if he gets the support from the skate community, you know, that's up to them. I mean, their thing has always been sort of a little separate from us in the sense that, it's the same neighborhood, we share the same space, but Colin and George, that's more their baby. Especially Colin. Like, Colin kind of took a lot of it from George.
Well, I didn't mean to, I guess, venture off into a different road. I was just thinking about what's next on the horizon for the entity.
For the neighborhood itself?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, what would take it to the next level would be someone brought a restaurant in, I think. I mean, like, Folky's Pub has been sitting there empty for years, you know. A guy named Bangs bought it, I think, 3 years ago. He fixed the inside of it up. It looks really good. I think it's got your 3 sinks and all the things you need to create a food establishment. It's just someone coming down and investing in it, making something. That'd be the next step, to have a late night.
It would be amazing if it were a vegan menu, coffee.
Yeah,
right?
That would be good.
A deli, something like that?
Yeah, it'd be a good idea. I mean, the logistics of having it here, I think a lot of people are on soul rent still, you know. I mean, it's going to take convincing people to come here and invest, other than us.
You know, when they do, it's going to be a gold mine. Because the community is already there. It's 24 hours a day, there's somebody here doing something.
Yeah, as long as they can plug in while it's still churning like this, I mean, but it's sort of like, there's an open and closed window. I mean, the window's open.
Absolutely.
You got to be able.
Waves,
and you got to be able to come now. I mean, so someone who's forward thinking enough that has the money, it'd be good. But I mean, it seems like it still has a certain stigma, and unless you really want to, you vibe with it, it's still, I think, a little intimidating to people who normally aren't from it. But I think you can transcend that if you present the right idea to the right person. So I think it could work. I think that's the next step. That would be good. If the city put down more streetscape stuff here, like more trash cans, better lights.
Like the MacArthur Project, like
revising it. You know, and they've always been sort of, because it's not really generating tons of money, so the city kind of goes with what's going to generate income.
Yeah, but the chicken or the egg, which came first? I mean, you got to look at it like that too.
You got to look at it like this is our version of like Cherokee in St. Louis or the Loop. It's like it's urban revitalization.
Absolutely.
So it'd be nice if with the incoming high-speed rail corridor coming into Cook Street, that's going to be the nebulous hub there. It'd be nice if they invested into the neighborhood here. If they're going to do that, I don't know. I mean, that's up to the city and the city planning, but I think George has been pushing for that forever, and I know that we've all pushed for that forever too. I've always wanted to see it become this, and it has, but it took other people, coming along and doing it. I mean, with my thing, it was like, I know what I'm doing, I'm going to try to do it the best I can. I've always been about simplifying everything, not trying to get too complicated, because you're just going to work yourself to death, because there's really no monetary reward, you just do it because you do it. It's more based on ideas. So it wasn't ever, I think, a thing with me to like expand beyond what I'm comfortable doing myself. So it sort of became an ensemble thing, you know what I mean? And so Brian and Corey came back to school in 2012. They started to bring their thing into it. Corey's an MBA, he's got a master's in business. Corey's got a good head for business, Brian's got a good head for art, for organization, and promotion. Like Brian's a genius at promotion, because that's just like in anything else. Like music to me is a lot like pro wrestling. You make an event out of, you generate interest by presenting it that it looks like it's bigger than life.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, bigger than life. This is awesome. You are on one of the winners of the I almost said Dumb Face, the Black Sheep Fest. That is awesome. I tell you what, let's save what we have for episode of the show. I'm gonna cap this and then throw it on YouTube so they can watch the reruns. There's still tons of stuff to see down here. It's only 7:35. I think it's going to 11. So
it's going late.